Okay guys, just a quick BTC update. If you remember this morning from my Twitter, I did say that we would run it back up. How far up is the question. I was actually, when I did tweet that, I was actually a bit more bullish, and I expected it to run back up maybe to this level or higher. But I think what I will do is actually take it level to level. So the plan here is, I actually was hoping to get in to a long here on this retest, but it actually just missed this breaker. You can see here front run on the breaker, but what this did create was some liquidity here. So we have liquidity below there. Let's just make that in black. Alright, so we have liquidity there. This is your demand zone here, so anything back into this would be a long. You can see that we price pulled back into the breaker here, so that would be this area here. So remember, here we had a break of structure. The expectation was a pullback into this demand would take us higher, and that failed. So that's a failed demand zone, which now becomes a bearish breaker. Any PA back into this level here should be to mitigate losses, like I've said before, and drive price down lower. What I do expect here is, you can see how we are respecting the breaker high here. You can see all of the rejection candles here, and it is at a point of interest. If you wanted to mark that off, it would most likely be here, right? That entire zone there. So the idea here is, with the fair value gap on the H1, which is these two levels here, we shorted the entry of the fair value gap. I am short at the moment. My stop is here above these highs, just a bit above these highs here, and what I am targeting is price to do something like this, right? So we know we have liquidity here, so I'm looking for a move down here and back into this level to retest, some basing here, and then finally back into the demand zone once we see some structure forming here, right? We will take a long here, and I'm looking to take this long up to this higher time frame point of interest, which is here and just above there, and looking actually for failure here to run it lower. So that's the plan for me at the moment. Nothing too fancy, just this a three-wave move up. After all of this, just a three-wave move up here, and then head down lower. Right, so this should have created liquidity here now, and what I was watching, which was mentioned to me by one of my guys in the Discord, is he's done some stats, and what actually happens is the most high probability shorts to take generally above double tops here into a fair value gap. So that's something I am also going to be testing. It's just to see whether that works out. So short here, you could target here, wait for the pullback into the level here, and then take it down into the demand zone, and then run it back up from the demand zone to here, right? We'll see what happens when we get there, whether we get break above in consolidation or break below, then retest to take it down lower. That's it. Thanks.